Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us for this virtual celebration kicking off our 14-day challenge. My name is John Ehrbar, and I'm the President and CEO of YMCA Buffalo Niagara. Y is committed to diversity and inclusion, and we're excited to begin this challenge with all of you. Working towards advancing equity is a collective effort that requires individual, organizational, and societal change. There's no equity without action. Equity is the outcome of intentional and community-driven diversity, inclusion, and engagement work. Fair and impartial treatment for everyone. This 14-day challenge is our commitment to taking action, to learn and unlearn, to grow and reflect, and to do it together. I'd like to thank the members of YMCA Buffalo Niagara's Diversity, Inclusion, and Global Engagement Committee for their work in helping to develop this important initiative. And now I'm going to turn things over to Danielle Roberts, who is the Executive Director of our Delaware and William Emsley branches, to talk a little bit more about what you can expect over the next 14 days and to introduce today's special guest, Erie County Legislator, April Baskin. So Danielle.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, John. Welcome everyone again to this 14-day equity challenge. There have been many recent events that have catalyzed a national discourse on inequity, injustice, and a renewed attention to society's deep racial divides. The Y recognizes that there is a need for change, and this challenge is just the beginning of some of the work that we would like to do in our community to have this challenge and to continue to learn our values and our shared mission of creating and leveraging knowledge for the greater good. This challenge is a 14-day challenge, and each day you will receive a 10-minute assignment, which will allow you to either act or listen, to learn, to reflect. And they are small assignments, but it is a start in this challenge as we work together to learn, to grow, and to thrive. Our hope is that we'll be able to continue to do this work, working toward in the future on equity, on justice, and safety for all, making it an expectation as a part of our community work that we do. It certainly aligns with the mission of YMCA Buffalo Niagara, and we are so happy that all of you have decided to join us. Without further ado, I will like to introduce our special guest, and she is the Honorable April Baskin. She is currently the chairwoman of the Legislator, and to brag a little bit, but she is the youngest chairperson in Erie County Legislator history, and I think that that is absolutely amazing. She's a Buffalo native. She is always passionate about the community development and social change. You can see the work that she has done, and so we are so happy that she is supportive of this challenge and that she took the time to join us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, John. Thank you both for your leadership through the YMCAs of Buffalo and Erie County. We definitely appreciate the cultural impact that your facility and international national organization has on the residents that call Erie County home. So thank you so very much. I want to welcome everybody today and congratulate you all on taking the YMCA's 14-day equity challenge. Equity is something that has been absolutely crystallized in the last couple of years in this country. We have seen on a national level the effects of inequity, the effects of communities who have for far too long, or groups of people who have for far too long been marginalized, been oppressed, been left out of opportunity and upward mobility. And the result of that, of course, is an increase in crime, an increase in disparity, an increase in broken homes and families, and an increase in a decrease, in those arenas, a decrease in those, an increase in those areas, and a decrease in economic opportunity for these groups as well. And so what is absolutely amazing to me is that this challenge will task residents of Erie County and stakeholders who want to make a change in this arena to really learn more about how they can be proactive themselves in their community and bringing a culture shift to what for has too long been a society norm. As the chairperson of the Erie County Legislature, I am proud to have championed equity initiatives in the county legislature. Right now, I'm working on a local law that calls for the Erie County Department of Health to develop an Office of Health Equity. Why is that? Because there are some things that we realized throughout the COVID-19 pandemic that we can't unknow now. We see the communities that are facing despair because there is a lack of healthcare access and healthy opportunities, no access to healthy options when it comes to making quality of life choices or food choices for themselves. The impact of COVID-19 on these communities was far greater than their counterparts. And so it is important that the Office of Health Equity be developed in Erie County so that there's a special department that is focused on these groups and these neighborhoods and these residents who need help. Our vulnerable communities, our children, our single parents, our seniors, our veterans, they need Erie County to be equitable. I also took part in championing at a county level the Back to Biz program, just to give you an example of some other equity initiatives that we have led at the county legislature. We were able to fund nearly $20 million to small businesses who suffered loss because of COVID-19. And in that process, we made sure that we paid a special attention and had a special focus on small businesses that, one, were unlikely to receive funding from the federal government, two, were housed in a distressed community, or three, that were owned by a woman or a minority who we know is a demographic that often does not have access to opportunities at the same level of their counterparts. So in the most recent, an equity lens has been something that I've been completely passionate about, and my colleagues in the legislature have been passionate about, and that's how we're governing. The truth of the matter is some people don't want to accept the fact that everything can't be equal. We come from a society where everybody wants a fair share, but life is not always fair, and everybody's share is not always the same. And that's the importance of equity. It's not about making sure that everybody has the same. It's about looking at those who have less than and making sure that they are equipped with as many resources as possible that they can have to succeed and thrive at the same level of opportunity as their counterpart. So thank you, YMCA, Danielle, for your leadership over at the Delaware branch and the William Emsley branch, and of course to the administrators here in Erie County for making sure that we don't just look at things from a fair lens or an equal lens, but an equitable lens. What do people need? Let's get people what their needs are so that they can have an opportunity to have the best life that they absolutely can have, especially the residents of our beloved Erie County. So with that, I just want to bid you guys adieu and just wish you well on this challenge. Put all of your effort into it, learn as much as you can, because the impact and the outcomes of your engagement will definitely trickle down and impact the residents of Erie County far greater than ever before. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Legislator Baskin. We certainly appreciate your words. We even more appreciate the actual action and work that you are doing for our community and the people that we serve. The Y is a partner with you in the work that you do because it's really all about service and making a change and making things better. So we certainly appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time with us today. And for everyone on this call, you can take a look at the screen. This is the 14-day equity challenge. This is just a summary of everything that will be going on. You will receive your emails every day. If you don't have Facebook and you're not a part of the Facebook community, you can correspond with us through email. But I do encourage you all to consider the Facebook community a safe place. We want to make sure that everyone has access but is learning and feels comfortable to share. So if you have any questions or if there's any comments or if there's anything that you're thinking throughout this process, consider this a safe place for us to do this learning and growing together. So here is, again, the schedule for you all. If anyone has questions, you can put them in the chat. We are excited. We look forward to learning and growing. We look forward to doing the work. And this is not just really a 14-day challenge. This is our starting point. We know that this is going to be something that will continue on in hopes that it will make an impact in our personal lives and in the community that we serve. Thank you to my CEO, John, for your leadership. We wouldn't be able to do this work without your vision. So thank you so much. And everyone, enjoy the challenge, get the most out of it that you can, and let's do the work together. Have a great afternoon.